So in the last lesson, we looked at how to add insert effects to a particular sound by adding the effects to FX1 here, the first FX rack, and then routing them using the routing section. But supposing we wanted to use some send effects instead. Now the difference with send effects is you have more control over the exact amount of effect you hear, because you're not processing the signal directly with just a single kind of level control for the amount of effect you hear. But instead you get to separate the affected sound from the dry sound. So we get to leave the dry sound as it is on the oscillator section, and instead we'll get a separate level control to be sent to the send effects rack. So you get more control over the sound, which is a way of making sure your sounds remain clear, for example, and loud in the mix. So, for example, let's say we wanted to add some send reverb instead of using this insert reverb here in the FX rack. All we have to do is turn it off, go to our send rack, choose a reverb there, again, right-clicking, and then choosing trash verb maybe. And then in the routing section for the oscillator, click on plus and select trash verb. Now, unlike the FX racks, which have a single routing switch here, as I said, you get a level control here for sending a particular amount of that signal to the reverb, and then its own switch there. So if I add a second effect, like maybe a delay, I can then add that delay into the rack as well. So individual switches and levels for each send effect. Going back to the verb then, let's say we want to do a similar thing, maybe make it a bit shorter. Also, we could actually look for a preset, see if they have a short one suitable for a bass, small stereo, percussion room, nasty low-fi. Not sure that any of those are going to work. Maybe this one. Yeah, sounds quite good. May have a bit too much width on the bottom end, but sounds quite good to me. And just like with the insert effects, you have switches here to turn the effects on and off, and also level controls to set the amount of effect to. And then if I wanted to route other oscillators to it as well, I go through exactly the same process.